lawyers, as we speak, have headed to the Supreme Court, and on my side, NFA, I think the Ghana Police Service, for say court, Modi Brandt and Koreano, you knew very well, say district court, need the jurisdiction to grant the accused bail, but still more than a said you would keep him in custody.
Well, I think first it was not to take the wind out of your sails, but it's important to note that yes, I don't think that you are still an officer of the office of Attention at the district court right from the commencement to the matter. The docket has just been referred to the office will look at it or advise accordingly. Regarding the application for certiorari, again, it is on the strength of an ex parte application for habeas corpus.
Habeas corpus.
That was made by the gentleman at the High Court. It was ex parte, so there was no involvement of the state. It was just himself in the court. The judge presided over by Justice Daniel Mesa. I think that's the former. The Domaine.
Yes,
dismissed his application. Yes, tomorrow he has an application for certiorari in the Supreme Court. I believe my lawyers will be there. They will deal with the matter. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, but what will be your opinion on more keeping him in custody?
Well, as I said, I wouldn't have an opinion because the docket was just brought to my office. We'll look at it. We'll advise the police accordingly. But of course, trust that every action that I'll take will be above board and will be in accord with the laws of Ghana. And the gentleman's right, if any, would duly be protected.
Honorable, my Nasin, the ever change our opinion, which I suppose will come in very soon. The advice to the police.
We'll handle it. We'll deal with it. So, laws that people are now complaining about, publication of false news and law. I can cite many laws from jurisdictions in the United States of America, United Kingdom, Australia, and what have you. So I think that in essence, such laws clearly are not unconstitutional. And of course, I also appreciate that there's a need for us to also guide the principle in the manner in which such laws are enforced. Indeed, most of the arrests, I do not expect the principal to even consult me when they are doing that, because clearly, most of the time, when they act on the spur of the moment, we're seeking to enforce order. They do that all the time. And most of the arrests are not with reference at all to me. But subsequently, such dockets I expect to be sent to me, and then there will be the proper review. So I think that those will be my essential comment on it. That one, criminal libel, yes, has been repealed. No one is enforcing the laws on criminal libel in Ghana. If that is enforced, I will be the first person to deprecate such conduct. Secondly, there also ought to be recognizable limits to free speech. One cannot utilize the airwaves to propagating war, to propagating a defiance or violation of the laws of Ghana. No society will condone or tolerate that. And thirdly, such laws which seek to protect public order and all that which I've earlier on referred to are also in existence in other jurisdictions. They are in America, they are in England, they are in Canada, they are in Australia, and I can cite numerous instances too. And I also, lastly, as I indicated, assure the public that as a danger, if any excess on the part of the police is brought to attention, yes, I'll give the relevant advice in my constitutional role as a principal legal advisor to the government.
Honorable, if I heard you right, also subsequently, Sebibi ba efa the publication of false news. You would want the police to consult you, and I say also on the docket, never review and sana or take action. And is that what you said?
So okay, so the police people derive their prosecutorial authority from their attention.
Absolutely.
Any prosecution mounted by the police people in Ghana is on the authorization of the attention or on behalf of the attention. Now, that is why the attention is empowered by the Criminal Procedure Act as well as the Constitution Article 88 to control the initiation and conduct of all criminal cases. So Attorney General can intervene at any time at all to halt any prosecution that is being done by the police. The point I made is that, yes, arrests are usually done by the police. Of course, the Attorney General also has powers under the Law Officers Act to direct arrests. In fact, the Attorney General has powers of arrest. Any officer of the Office of Attorney General above the rank of State Attorney has powers of arrest, if you look at the Law Officers Act. So clearly, there ought to be some harmony and collaboration with the agencies representing the police. And that, if there is any prosecution that a person alleges to be not entirely appropriate, which of course is on the lines of the issue that you raised, publication of false news and law. If it is brought to my attention, I will definitely review it. And usually, people, when they are prosecuting very serious offences, we'll refer the docket to the Office of Attorney General and we'll take the relevant action.
Honorable, my final question on this.
So,
yes.
on the point, I think if my memory serves me right,
okay.
the United States, even in the United States Criminal Code, they have what is Section 1001, which also prohibits the publication of materially false, fictitious, or fraudulent statements. And then also the United Kingdom, they even have something like that, the Communications Act of 2003. And there was the Malicious Communications Act of the United Kingdom, 1998. So you may perhaps do your research and you come to a conclusion firmly that it is not in Ghana or it is not entirely strange or untoward for the Republic of Ghana to have on its statute books laws which tend to safeguard the airwaves for a proper use, which is to spread proper information rather than the spread of false and malicious communication.
Okay.
False and malicious communication is prohibited everywhere.
I get that point, but now my question, no, substantively, and it's in the same statute books, no, yes, like I said, criminal libel has been repealed, but of course, among forms who the right to initiate civil action when they feel, say, publication be damaging on reputation. The case is made for Obi to say Bobie Ansa, or a journalist on radio. He, according to the police, they made allegations against the first lady and the second lady. As far as I'm aware, the first lady can sue and can be sued. Same for the second lady. If they feel, say, publication be equal to damage or more reputation, can't they initiate civil action? Should it take the police to go and arrest that journalist in the where are you know?
I think that that is why when we are being prosecuted for crimes, we have what we call counts. One act can have various implications. An act by yourself, with all respect, can order on the offense of dishonestly, fraudulently making a representation, which is dishonest. The offense of fraud. I'm sorry. Then also, the same communication will also have implications, perhaps under Section 208, which is publication of false news.
Yes.
It could also have another element, which is to vest in a victim of such publication the right to sue for damages for defamation. So the fact that the communication has various elements, one being a cause of action in defamation, another being the right to prosecute under Section 208, does not necessarily make an invocation of that provision.
Without you, how? You don't need to say this. You did it.